So why don't you introduce yourself to the audience? I know you well, but I'm so excited so that the audience knows you, your name, and then how would you like your title?
Sure. So, hey everybody, my name is Sharaun, fashion model, wellness practitioner, speaker, and founder of the Modeling and Self-Embodiment Academy, Model Tribe. Some of you may know me from my time as a finalist on America's Next Top Model. I've also had campaigns modeling all over, from Givenchy Beauty to Ulta Beauty to McDonald's commercials, Hulu commercials, and so much more. And most recently, I'm also the official trophy model and presenter for the 2025 Grammys.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
and so many more. We want to hear about everything that you're doing. You're watching Chic Innovator. Stay tuned for fascinating topics, fascinating people that have style and are innovative. I'm excited that you're here. You know, I run into you. You're always beautiful, poised, and, you know, we have a lot of people that watch this, Chicago and all over the country, and actually we have other countries that watch as well.
Sweet. Hey.
And we have different age groups, but we have a lot of young people that watch, especially because of Runway Latinx, you know, big following there. So I'd love for you to tell the audience and share with us some of your tips, some of your secrets as to why you think, you know, what are some of the things that have made you successful in this industry, you know, and what some of the things that maybe you tell yourself every day, or some of the habits or secrets that you can share with us.
Yeah,
it's a couple of them.
Okay, so some of my secrets or things that I believe have contributed to my success is, number one, remaining grounded and rooted. I have an amazing support system. I have an amazing mother, amazing fiance, really close friends of mine who have been with me since day one, who know me, and who too are not just like yes men and yes people, but they like tell it like it is.
They tell you the truth.
They tell you the truth, and I think you need that. My mom has been, you know, pivotal in just like keeping me grounded and keeping me connected to who I am. And I think, the more that we do that, the more important. It's just so important. So number one, staying grounded. Number two, confidence and faith. Like, I've had big visions and dreams since I was a young girl, and I believe we all do, but we all don't always believe in them. You know, and have the confidence to pursue them, especially when you're coming out of certain environments. I'm born and raised south side of Chicago, single parent household. You know, that confidence, that belief and trust in myself really helped to get me through. Also, you know, like blocking out naysayers and stuff like that. We have a lot of things in life that, you know, try to get us to become other people, or to not trust ourselves or not believe in ourselves, but really blocking that out. People always have stuff to say about you, but at the end of the day, the only opinion that matters is the one that you have about yourself.
Well, let me ask you on that, because I think one of the tough things for people is, how do you find your purpose? Like, how have you found your purpose? And I love all those three things that you mentioned, but we have so many people out there, and I think all of us go through a period where you're a little bit confused. What am I supposed to be doing, right? What is one of the things that has helped you? Because it sounds like you definitely have found your purpose. You're giving back, you're mentoring, you're inspiring, you know, which is one of the reasons I do Chic Innovator, is that, you know, fascinating topics and people, but that are inspiring, right? And so tell us maybe one thing that you've used to find your purpose.
Yeah, so it's interesting when we say find our purpose, because I believe our purpose is nothing that's necessarily lost, but everything to be remembered. Okay. So for me, I believe it's about remembering who you are and returning to the core and the truth of that. And when we talk about success too, I think that's one of the things that's been pivotal, and that is that just remaining true to who I am. And so like your purpose is attached and aligned with the things that you love. As much as you immerse yourself in the things that you love, your purpose reveals, and you remember those, you know, it reveals itself in that. I don't think a purpose is something that we actively go looking for and pursuing, but everything that we just be and that we just allow. And as we remain true to ourselves, like sometimes our purpose are little things too that we overlook about ourselves. You have skill sets and talents and gifts that only come unique to you, and so does everyone watching. But a lot of times we look down on them and we put other people's gifts or other things like above our own. But some people are great at listening, great at like strategizing and coming up with ideas, or great at seeing, behind the veil. Like, people have different skill sets and talents, and I think we need to celebrate those things that come naturally and uniquely to us, because those 9 times out of 10 are aligned with our purpose and what we're called to do.
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of times psychologists, and we have a non-for-profit called Pivoting in Heels. And one of the reasons I chose the term pivoting, it was right before COVID that we announced it, but one of the reasons is that on a psychological level, there are many moments in your life that are pivotal. And psychologists look at that to kind of identify who you really are. And it's interesting you're saying that, because usually before the age of 4, like 3, 4, 5, what kids do, what they're attracted to, whatever, is really innate. Exactly. And it shows, what they're good at a lot of times. And unfortunately, adults, parents, we say, no, don't do that, do this. But if you would nurture that, right? That comes innate, as though you're talking about, it might make it a little easier to find your purpose. So I love what you're saying. I love that.
And so even staying connected to my inner child and to that little girl within and her dreams, a lot of times too, we start off in our path being who we are.
Yes.
And being that authentically and knowing what we want to do and confident about that. And then sometimes something happens in life where it takes us off that path. So the path of purpose, of alignment, which I've been really big on, alignment over everything, is about getting back to that. Everything that I'm doing now, I've always wanted to do, and I've always loved. I always loved communication, and I always loved speaking. I was that person that, if my mom's reading a paper or if we're reading books together, I'm like, can I read it? And I'll read it out expressively. I love that. I always loved modeling. I would do it around the basement, just modeling clothes.
It was innate, right? It was innate.
I love dancing, so
I'm glad that you're doing that. And I really want our audience to know, especially women, is we have the capacity to create whatever life that we want, right? And so it's a matter of believing in yourself a little bit. And I love don't listen to the naysayers,
block them out, keep the haters away,
and surround yourself with some great people that will motivate you. I love it. So tell us a little bit about some of the projects that you're involved with, because you're those that you can talk about, but you're doing some great things.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about some of the projects that you're working on, because I see you and I see Brian all over the city. You guys are very active, and I see you everywhere. So
Thank you.
Tell the audience a little bit about some of the things you're working on and what's coming up in your life.
Yeah, so I'm a fashion model, of course. So I'm always modeling, always working with some, work with Akira, an amazing brand. Doing a lot of work for them. Today I'm representing Third Coast Chicago, another amazing brand. So I'm continuing to model around the city. And I've got to tell you guys,
I love them, because you came in today and you were at Lollapalooza. That's going on all over the city. It's a Sunday and you're coming in and you're devoted to what you're doing. So thank you for being here with us. We really appreciate it. And I love the outfits. You were showing me some of the outfits that you had yesterday, and it's just fantastic, because I bet people were stopping you all over.
Oh my gosh. Back to back to back, and that's what I love. I love fashion, and not just any fashion, but Chicago fashion. We do it differently. So anytime that I can represent that and also help support and bring awareness to our local brands and stuff here, I'm all for it. So any other brands or stylists out there, definitely reach out. So I'm continuing to do those things. I also, we have Chicago Fashion Week coming up, and I have a lot of amazing hosting opportunities and stuff. I'll be hosting Pressure on the Runway soon coming up as well, and then also Surround Sound of Fashion show. So I'm super excited about that. That's a fun show during Chicago Fashion Week. I also have
that'll be actually the day after ours at Sin City, and Nate and I are coordinating that together. That's the thing, and I think a lot of people don't realize, but in Chicago we work really closely together. It's a small community, and we all kind of know each other.
Yeah.
So you're going to be, okay, this is great. I'm going to tell Late. All right, I love this.
I have a bunch of other fun TV projects coming up that we'll all see out there. I just shot a commercial also with the General. Shaq is one of the actors that, are in their commercials often. So I'm super excited to have that launching and airing soon. And then I'm growing and building and getting ready to launch Model Tribe, which we've already had a soft launch and it's been going absolutely phenomenal. So Model Tribe is my modeling and self-embodiment academy. Our studio is located at the Water Tower Place, and out of this space I host a number of group classes, from woodwork classes to posing classes to wellness experiences, sister circles. I'm a wellness practitioner, so I'll be doing a number of sound baths and meditations. And then I'm also a certified life coach, and I do one-on-one coaching and mentoring where I use modeling to help teach women, people of all ages, confidence, self-esteem, and how to become the model versions of themselves.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
So
that's
excited
wonderful
about that.
And this, you're living the dream. You're living it, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing and you're giving back. I know you were on America's Next Top Model. You were one of the top finalists, right? Tell us, share with us from that experience something that you want everybody to leave with that was transformative for you.
One of the things from that experience that was transformative for me is, just taking a look back at everything over the years. What's really come out is that, I was told I wouldn't be America's Next Top Model. I was told that I had too much confidence. And thank God that I didn't listen to them. And thank God I held true to that vision within and who I knew myself to be. I was most known for coming on America's Next Top Model and saying, I am Sharaun and I am America's Next Top Model. And I stand firm to that today. As we look back at my journey and career, I'm really humble and grateful to have actualized that and continue to do so. So I say that to say one of the lessons that have come out of that is that what's for you is for you, and nobody can take that away from you. So it doesn't matter, again, what anybody else says you're going to be or do. Don't let anyone else write your story. Don't let anyone else write your destiny. You remain the master of your fate and the captain of your soul, and at any moment you can pivot. At any moment you can shift and change and go in a different direction. Your life is in your hands, so make it beautiful, make it fun, and enjoy the process.
And you're enjoying the process.
I'm enjoying
I love
it.
that. That's what you got to do, enjoy the process.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here with us. I know we're going to talk a little bit with you and your fiance. I got to talk to him a little bit earlier, so I'm excited about that. This is, let's show this off. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, we got engaged on Christmas.
Oh, you did? Christmas. Oh, my goodness.
I know.
How did he do that? Did he surprise you? Did you know?
He did. So I was surprised, and my woman intuition and spider senses are going off too.
Yeah.
And so he flew my mom out to, we were in Kansas. We're big on family. We love having these moments with family. So he flew my mom out there, which was kind of suspicious.
You're like, wait a minute, mom's coming out here. What's going on?
And he put together and edited a beautiful video of us and of myself.
Of course
and
he did.
we were supposed to be watching a family movie and a family video, and then it turned out to be a video of me.
Oh, so
and then
sweet.
Afterwards he came up and he stood me up and in front of all our family and friends asked me to marry him, and I said yes.
Yes, great. Oh, this is great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I love this.